Our Mentorship Monday. We're about to start, so buckle up. Yo, what's going on, friends? Coach Led is here, and welcome to our Mentorship Monday. Hope everyone having the best day, an amazing weekend. Again, we started a little bit later today than usual, but there's no excuses. I had a busy day. I had a lot of clients, a lot of meetings today, so I had to push a little bit, couple hours, our Mentorship Monday later. But that's the topic exactly we're going to talk today about, how to stay consistent. And I never miss my Mentorship Mondays, no matter what, right? So you have to adjust sometimes your schedule and still show up no matter freaking what. So that's why we still showing up for this Mentorship Monday call, even if it's freaking late, right? So who cares? All right, friends. So let's dive right into it. And today's topic, we're going to talk, hopefully, should be helpful for a lot of people, because I know for sure a lot of people struggle with this. Why? Right. So the topic of today's message is why you struggle to stay consistent, right? Why you struggle to stay consistent and how to fix it. All right. So we're going to break it down today. What, my friends, you're doing wrong, right? And of course, I'm going to give you some tips how to manage it, how to fix it, and how to become the best version of yourself, right? How to fix it, how to stay consistent. So I call it, a lot of people, I talk to like some old clients or like some potential clients who tells me, especially like I have some people who've done my challenges, my fitness challenges. I do those like 10, 14 days fitness challenges. And a lot of people who do them, they say, no, I'm good on my own. So they don't start working with me. And it's cool with me, totally fine. It's if you got some knowledge from me during those challenges and you're good on your own and you're going to see those results, I'll be happy. That's why I'm just following with those people. I'll be freaking happy for you if you got some knowledge and you can do the rest on your own. But what I see the most common thing happens, the people just fell off the track so freaking bad, right? And following with those people 3, 6, 4, 5, 6 months later, I'm asking, hey guys, I remember your goal was to lose those 30 pounds, body fat, to build some muscle, to build some confidence. How is your journey going? Like, are you on a good track? And surprisingly, yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of them just saying like, oh man, no, actually, I'm still pretty much where I was 3 or 6 months ago, right? So, and that's what actually sparked me idea to come up with this mentorship live call today. So why your struggle to stay consistent, right? So, and how to fix it. So that's what we're going to talk today. So why those people, right? I'm talking to them. They all hyped, at the beginning. So they do a little something in the beginning, and after that, I'm following with them 3, 6 months later. And they still exactly the same spot they were like, exactly 3, 6 months ago. So why they're not having any progress, right? So that's why I see this mistake with a lot of people. And I call it, you're taking 2 steps forward and you're taking 3 steps back, right? So you probably will find yourself in one of those situations. But those people who start, I'll start on Monday, I'll start fresh beginning of the month, I'll start fresh beginning of the year. Even some people do that, they wait till freaking January 1st to start their fitness journey. I don't know why you have to wait another 50 days. Right now it's only beginning of November, right? So why have to wait another 50 days to start a journey if you can start taking small actionable steps right now? Oh man, I'm so busy right now, it's holidays coming up, let me wait, I'll start the new year, new year strong, 2025. Heck yeah, we're gonna go really hard. I'm like, okay, cool. We still have, can you imagine in 50 days, in this year, still in the next 50 days, you can build already so much momentum. You can lose so much fat that you will be already halfway through your goal by the end of the year, instead of waiting till freaking next year just to start it, right? And most likely, I can bet that you're probably not even going to start it, because you'll find some another excuse. Or beginning of the month, right? So beginning of the month, I'll wait, I'll start new month. Or the most common, I'll start on Monday. Exactly. Then Monday, magical day like today, the Mentorship Monday, everyone's looking for that Monday, starting Monday. And that's where all the fall off is happening, right? So I'm going to break it down right now, guys. I'm gonna show you basically. I'll share with you. Probably you'll find in one of those situations yourself. And listen, I get it. Life is busy, right? So I'm not disregarding that life is busy. We all have our commitments, our families to feed, right? Especially if you have kids. I totally get it. The work deadlines. All of this always gets on your way. It gets overwhelming sometimes. Listen, I totally get it. But there's always some way to prioritize your fitness and still make it happen, man. Still get it done no matter what, right? So again, there's other people who have families who run 6 7 figure businesses and they're still in a great shape, right? So how they do this? So it's all about prioritizing your time, prioritizing your commitments, and see what matters for you and what you have to focus on. All right. So let's break it down right now into like what is consistency, right? So why, let's talk about why consistency is tough, right? And I get it. Consistency is tough, man. I fall off sometimes, in some areas, with my business. So I totally feel you on a lot of things. But for a lot of people, fitness and be consistent with your fitness journey is it's a real struggle, right? So I want you to just understand, right? So it's not just you, right? It's not just you not consistent with the fitness journey. I bet every single person in some area in their life or another just struggles with consistency, right? So, but of course, we're talking today about fitness, right? So let's break it down into three. I call it, right, three pieces basically, or three traps that a lot of people, most of the people fall off when they're trying to stay consistent and they're not staying there, right? So they're not keeping up that commitment. So the first and foremost, it's too many commitments, right? And like I said, I promise you'll find yourself, if you're struggling to stay consistent, you'll find yourself one of those, right? So one of those three levels, right? So the first one is too many commitments, right? So you start with so many commitments. You're trying to all right, on Monday, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times this week. I'm going to eat 150 grams of protein. I'm no sugar. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. So you're just putting so many commitments on yourself. But, after 1 or 2 days of trying it, to committing to that crazy amount of habits they're trying to build all in once, you usually just by Wednesday or Thursday, you already fallen off and you're just waiting for the next Monday to start and you're just keeping yourself in that hamster wheel, right? So, but you gotta start small instead of putting and overwhelming yourself with so many commitments in once. You gotta start slowly, gradually building those habits. All right, we'll get back to this in a minute. All right, next one, also big one, all or nothing mentality, right? So basically, uh, have you ever heard, and probably a lot of us been in situation, but have you ever been in a situation when you had one slice of pizza, right? So you try to eat just one Oreo and you just smash the whole box, right? You had smashed the whole box of Oreos, or you just eat the whole pizza. You're like, all right, you know what? That's it. I already messed it up. I had one slice of pizza, so I'm just gonna screw up the whole day. Or sometimes even can be I'm gonna screw up the whole weekend mentality. And again, it's not the smartest. Again, we've probably all been there, but think this way, right? So why would you do this? Why will mess up, the whole weekend or the whole week if you just messed up one day? Think about this. I love this analogy. Basically, if you would never do this to your car, right? Imagine if you will get a flat tire on the road and you're like, oh, you know what? I got a flat tire, so let's cut another 3 tires, right? So let's completely screw up the car and let's cut another 3 tires, right? You'll never do this. If you got one tire, you've got a flat tire, you're gonna fix it, right? So okay, that happens, it sucks, but it's okay. I'm gonna fix it and I'm gonna move on. But that's the same you do with your life, man. Yeah, you pretty much just screw up one day or one meal, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna screw up the rest of my day or the rest of my week. So the same again, all or nothing mentality. So you have to readjust and think that it's okay, man. It's okay to slip up sometimes. It's okay to have that extra slice of pizza or that ice cream, and it's not the end of the world. And just get back, by next meal or by tomorrow back on track. So it's okay to slip up a little bit, all right? And number three, the last one is perfectionism trap. All right. It's a hard word for me, so don't judge me. Perfectionism trap. Damn it, I'm really struggling with this one. See, guys. So basically, trying to be perfect, right? So trying to nail everything down. Like I said, you're putting too many commitments on yourself, and you're trying to be perfect with all of them, right? So instead of this, try to, like I said, understand that slip ups happens. Messing up happens. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. So it's not about being perfect, but it's about being consistent, right? And putting work every single day, even just by a little bit. So you got to be proud of yourself, even for small daily wins, right? That's why I put always, winning Wednesday in the fitness community, in the fitness group. Like, guys, you gotta find, some wins for the week. And a lot of people never even text anything, never comments on my post. Why? Because they can't even find one freaking small win for the week, and they're like, no, I guess I have nothing for this week. We gotta find small wins, and instead of trying to be perfect, like I said, just be a human and just do a little something every day. And I promise, I can guarantee you'll see results on the long run. Okay. So three, like I said, there was like three levels pretty much. Like, say, number one, too many commitments. You're trying to overwhelm yourself with so many things. You start fresh on Monday and you fell off, 2, 3, 4 days later, and you start over and over. So too many commitments, right? Number two, it's all or nothing mentality, right? So you're trying to go all in, and the second you just slip up a little bit, you have a slice of pizza, you just go nuts for the rest of the day, or maybe even for the rest of the week, and you're pretty much here. You're blaming yourself, and it's like a lot of mental challenges comes, so you're gonna screw up the rest of the week for nothing, right? So just, if those slip ups happens, it's okay, just move on and start, pretty much just get back on track the second as soon as possible, whether by next meal or by next day. And trying to be perfect, right? So we're not perfect, no one's perfect, so it's okay to slip up. And again, instead of trying to be perfect every day, just be consistent and do a little something on a daily basis. Okay, so all right, and here's for you, again, today's masterclass will be short and sweet, Mentorship Monday. So, and here's a couple tips for you guys, what you can do to basically to start become commitment, right? So build that commitment without overwhelming yourself. So like I said, for the first one, all is basically trying to commit to so many things, too many commitments. You start small, guys. I always say start small, start now, right? So create small little daily challenges. So basically daily routine, create small daily non-negotiables. I talked already so many times before. You create 3 to 5 non-negotiables every day, small habits that you're pretty sure that you can handle those on a daily basis, instead of overwhelming yourself with a million different things. For example, I'm going to try to get, instead of trying to wake up at 5 in the morning every day, say to yourself, I'm going to try to get 6 hours of sleep every night, right? So I'm going to be consistent with that first, and after that I might adjust my schedule, or try to be in bed, instead of trying to be like in bed by 10 o'clock. If you're always in bed by midnight, try to adjust a little bit. All right, maybe instead of like trying to go hard, maybe go like 11:30. I'll maybe try to go in bed 15-20 minutes earlier than I usually go, and slowly, step by step, you can build it up, to the 10 o'clock bedtime. Also, instead of like trying to chase 5-6 workouts a week, and going nuts with them and trying to go work out every day for 1 hour, maybe start with 15-20 minutes workouts daily, right? So like, even just move your body, like you set a goal to move my body for 20 minutes every day. Doesn't matter what it is, maybe just stretching, maybe do some ab workout, maybe go on a walk, but just do a little something every day that you don't even need the gym, right? So gym doesn't even require it for that, so you don't overwhelm yourself that when you cannot make it to the gym. Remember, so win happens, when you're building consistency. So basically, win happens when the small little steps, small little wins happens over and over, right? Accumulation of small little daily steps, daily non-negotiables, that's what creates a bigger win on the long run. All right, so next one, right? Set realistic goals, all right? Instead of that all-in mentality, trying to, again, I'm going to lose this week 10 pounds of body fat. Before you've been pigging out every day, you've been eating like crap, but now like in 1 week or in 1 month, in 30 days, I'm going to try to lose 20 pounds of fat. Most likely, I'll open eyes for you. I'll be honest with you. Most likely, it's not going to happen. You're not going to lose 30 pounds or 20 pounds of body fat in 30 days unless you're going to starve yourself to death every single day, which is not exactly perfect, and you're going to fall off most likely later on. So instead of this, break down that goal of 20 pounds, losing 20 pounds of body fat, and trying to chase that goal as fast as possible. Just be realistic about it and try to set that goal. Like, okay, so I'll try to, instead of looking in the bigger picture, right, in 20 pounds, try to set small, actionable, and achievable goals, right? Okay, I'm going to try to lose 2 pounds, about 1 to 2 pounds of fat a week, right? So, and just stick to that goal. Like, marathon runners. So one of my friends, told me this little hack. So instead of looking on the big goal, because like you look at 26 miles right to run, you're like, holy crap, that's a lot of like running. Like I even like will scare me if I need to run 26 miles. But instead of that, you're literally just taking 1 mile at a time, right? So you run 1 mile, you're like, all right, tell to your mind, all right, I'm gonna run 1 mile and I'll take it from there. If I cannot continue, I need to stop, I'll stop. All right, cool. Or basically running till the next pole, right? So like one of my clients told me, like when he runs marathon, so whatever he sees, some pole in front of him, he like, okay, I'm gonna run till that pole, and if I need to stop, if I'm really tired, I'll stop. And most likely, you get to that pole, you're like, oh, it's not too bad, I'm gonna run next mile, I'm gonna run till next pole. The same happens with your fitness journey. If instead of like looking at 20 pounds bigger picture, break it down into like I'm gonna try to lose 1 pound. It's not too bad, right? It's nice and easy. I'm gonna keep it about 1 pound losing a week, right? When you lose that pound, you're like, okay, it wasn't too bad this week. All right, let's try to lose another pound next week. And this way, with the small actionable steps like this, small goals, you'll achieve your final destination. Like Chris, for example, my client, we started 6 months ago. He already lost over 20 pounds of body fat. And there's few people who I talk who started challenge with him same time, like 6 months ago. Those people still in the same position that they were 6 months ago, in April. So Chris, with me, we broke it down. His big goal, right, to losing 25 pounds of body fat. We broke it down into little pieces, and he was able to pretty much almost reach that goal. We have like 3 pounds left to reach that goal. And the people who said, no, I'm good, and 6 months ago they said, I'm going to be on my own. They didn't take the small steps. I'm pretty sure they tried to go all in or nothing mentality, and that's it. That's why they still stuck at the same goal, and they didn't even move an inch from that starting point 6 months later. So you see this power of breaking down the goal, final goal, into smaller pieces. All right, so next one. All right, anticipate challenges and plan for them. So I know the life gets busy, like I said at the beginning. That, so plan ahead every week. That's why I sit with my clients every Sunday and we create a game plan for the following week. All right, we look at our schedule with my clients and we look. Okay, so for example, Tuesday and Friday, I have travelings coming up. Or I have a bunch of meetings. Those days are really overwhelming. So we're not gonna go crazy in those days, and we're gonna plan ahead. So those days we might just try to walk a little bit, or even just do 5 minutes stretching in the morning. That's it. We're not gonna try to work out those days, right? If we have hectic days coming up, plan your food for those days. Maybe have a couple protein bars or protein shake, ready for you for the day. Or also maybe meal prep, the night before, so you don't have to overwhelm yourself and stop at McDonald's, to grab something when you don't have time. So plan ahead for those days. And when you have more freedom, more free time, like, for example, your Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, your easier days with work. So plan your heavy workouts, all your challenges for those days, okay? So plan ahead. Also, set your environment. Another tip, set your environment. So basically, to set yourself for success. For example, if you want to work out before work at 6 or 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, so then prepare your workout shoes, prepare your workout clothes already the night before. So the second you wake up, you have no option, but you just have to put the shoes on, brush your teeth, and you're good to go, right? Also, if you have, bunch of unhealthy snacks at home, then plan do not eat them, basically, because exactly when you're tired at night, that's what you're usually reaching for, right? For those unhealthy snacks, and that's how you can easily screw up the progress of the whole day by just eating those snacks, all the snacks at night. So whether just hide them somewhere, if we can hide them. If you have kids at home, I know some of my clients, they have kids at home, they have those snacks, so he just hides them. Or just don't buy them in the first place, and prepare some healthy snacks and keep them around the house, right? Like I said, always another quote, like all the stress after the day happens usually, no one eats ice cream at 8 in the morning right after a good night's sleep. Everyone goes nuts with the cookies with ice cream at 10 p.m. when you had long exhausting day at work. So that's what happens. So plan for those nights. We have busy days, so of course plan your snacks ahead. All right, my friends, and the last one, I want to give you one more tip, basically. So it's a big one. Seriously, that's the one I like to implement with anything. You can implement it with the business in your life, you can implement it with your fitness. So basically, set up environment. Wait, this one. make your, because I put the notes here, so make your goals part of your identity, right? So this is the big one. This is a powerful mindset hack, right? So instead of just focusing on what you want to achieve, think about who you want to become. All right, again, this is the nugget for you guys. This is one of the most powerful probably things you can take it from today. It's a really powerful mindset hack. So again, I'm going to repeat one more time. Instead of just focusing on what you want to achieve, think about who you want to become. Okay, if you want to be fit, if you want to be strong, so if you want to look great in the mirror, just start thinking about, start seeing yourself like that person in the mirror, and ask yourself every day, what that version, what that version of 2.0 of me would be doing today. What any scenario you're trying to screw up, and go easy, go lazy, your brain starts looking the a lazy path. Think about what that person, that you're trying to become would do at this moment. Instead of, for example, I'll give you a quick example. Instead of thinking, all right, in the morning, instead of just waking up and just chasing the coffee right away, all right, so what if the fitter person of version of me would do? They probably will drink 25 ounces of water first before reaching for that coffee or already eating something right away. The second you wake up, you're trying to eat something, right? No, I would start with water, with electrolytes, let that water first of all rehydrate my brain, rehydrate my body, and I would drink my coffee later. I would have my breakfast later on, right? What about in the evening? What the fittest version of me would do in the evening? They would just sit, on their ass and watch just Netflix for 4 hours and just eat a ton of snacks, or they would go for a walk after their dinner. So think this way, right? So what's that best version of me would do in this situation, and start acting like that person already, right? It's not like fake it till you make it. You probably heard about this situation, like, when you're trying to like fake it, when you're rich already. No, it's all about that visualization in your head, and you asking yourself every time when you're trying to screw up, so what that 2.0 version of me would do at this moment. So it's not fake until you make it. You pretty much just visualizing that version of you already, and you just start becoming that person, right? Instead of focusing, like I said, on what you want to achieve, think about who you want to become, all right? And start taking steps towards that. All right, my friends. So I hope I covered everything when this mentorship Monday call. Again, guys, here's your actionable step, right? So last thing I want you to take from today. So set up, one little goal that you're gonna stick to next 7 days. So create one. Only I'm asking for one. Like I'm not even asking for 3 or 5 non-negotiables. Set up one non-negotiable and keep it simple that you can do every single day and stick to that. All right. If you want to share in the comments in the community this goal, please be my guest. So share with us, and I will be happy to see what you got for this week going. All right. All right, my friends, that's it for today. I hope you're having a great week ahead of you, and I'll see you next one. Peace. All right, YouTube, you too. I hope, guys, that was helpful. Follow for more. I'll see you in the next one.